really steep up and down, so I gotta go up this rock face, it looks like. Good morning from right outside Boots Off Hostel. Yeah, so plan for today is to get as far as I can, probably around 20-ish miles. I know there's a shelter around 25, which is a big effort. There's a lot of elevation today. I think if I did 25, I would do over 6,000 feet of elevation. So I haven't done something like that in a while. There's a shelter at 15 as well. So that's an option. I want to stay at Mountain Harbor, right outside of Roan Mountain. So that's kind of my next destination, and that's only 30 something miles away. So I'll be there not today, but tomorrow night. Just hostel hopping at this point. But I like seeing the hostels, and I'm still within my budget, so yeah, I mentioned it before, they're not as expensive as the north, but they're more frequent. So I think I'm spending more in the south just because I'm staying in more hostels. But they're really nice, and you know, I got a Halloween party here last night at a hiker hostel. How often does that happen? So I think it's all worth it. It's part of like the part of the AT that I wanted to see. Like, I really wanted to see the lodging and the accommodations in the towns, as well as the trail. So next stop is Mountain Harbor, and they're really famous for their breakfast. So yeah, not today, but tomorrow I'll be there. So here's what the trail's looking like today. It is pretty foggy. It is humid, which made the initial climb up out of Boots Off pretty tough. I was about 17 or 1800 feet in the first 3 or so miles coming out of Boots Off Hostel, going southbound. And yeah, it's just humid. I think the high today is 70, but it's cloudy and just like muggy. So definitely sweat through my shirt. You can see definitely some sweat stains, which is always fun. You know, you clean your clothes and then you immediately get them dirty again. And that is through hiking. Note on laundry too. If you start hiking with people, you can just do laundry together, which I have been doing a lot. Usually the hostels charge $5 per load. So nobody really has that much clothes. So, you know, you have a few pieces of clothing that you need to wash, and just split it between, you could split a load between 3 people, and it's a small way to save money, but just makes sense. I also got to weigh my pack when I was there. I was curious, like, haven't really weighed my pack since I switched everything. I've just kind of approximated what it is. My base weight is right around 14 pounds right now. With food and water, I was at 21. And that was, I still have like 3 days worth of food, around 3. So in my first pack, the frameless one, carrying 21 pounds would be miserable. But in this one, 21 pounds feels great. So again, just another bump for lightweight framed packs, especially for shoulder seasons when you're carrying more cold weather stuff and maybe a little bit more food. Yeah, so I'm right at 14 pounds, which is still light, and around 6 pounds for food and a liter of water. So feeling pretty good. I've met a bunch of other hikers. There's probably like 10 um, 10 or so hikers in this area, and it's a mix of southbounders and flip-flop people. And if you don't remember, I did one explainer of this early on, but flip-flop means they've started usually in Harper's Ferry, went north, and then came back to Harper's Ferry and headed south. So there's a lot of flip-floppers here, probably more flip-flop people than southbounders, but yeah, good amount of people in the area. And yeah, it's a tough humid day today, and everyone's doing some different mileage, but we'll see how far I get. So here's what trail's looking like right now. Beautiful little river stream with falls, and then really steep up and down. So I got to go up this rock face, it looks like. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's been tough climbing today, but good views of streams and falls. So here's the trail right by Laurel Fork Gorge. Some really interesting rock formations, and the trail just kind of cuts right through it. I actually got pretty lost right around the end of the last video where I was showing you to go up that big rock. I don't know if that was the trail, and I pretty much scaled, I bushwhacked and scaled like the side of the gorge for about half mile, and that was really hard. But I was like right in the middle of, there was like a Blue Blaze trail and the AT, and I was like right in the middle of it. And by the time I realized I was off trail, I was like, I might as well just keep going. And it was really hard. In hindsight, I probably just should have backtracked down to where I got off trail, but you don't get lost often on the AT, but yeah, I guess be careful of like hard turns left and right, and make sure you're following the blazes, because that really took a lot of energy out of me today. Yeah, I definitely wasn't supposed to go that way, and now I'm paying the price for it. Update on my day. I am at Moreland Gap Shelter right now. It's about 4 o'clock. Just stopped for a quick snack, just some granola bars, and yeah, still have about 9 miles left to go. Should wind up being a pretty big day. Just a touch of night hiking at the end, but it's gonna leave less miles tomorrow into Mountain Harbor, and I really want to just like relax there, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah, after I kind of got lost and had to bushwhack, I made it to a road, and there were some people doing trail magic. I guess this family's been hiking, and the kid's name was Texas Pete, and his dad's name was Skipper, and they gave me some hot chocolate, and also took my trash. So that's always welcome for a few through hikers to dump trash. I forgot to do it when I was at the hostel yesterday, and they took that for me. And yeah, I think it was like trail magic for, obviously I got hot chocolate and dumped trash, but it was a really good reset for me. I was definitely really frustrated that I got off trail and like had to expend all that energy, and yeah, I was just a little frustrated from that really tough section. So it was a good like reset for me to just get back in the zone for hiking and just kind of start anew. So I think trail magic comes in a lot of forms. All right, so getting towards the end of the day. It's around 6, and I've just kind of like hit an absolute wall. I think combination of two things: the elevation today, over 6,000 feet, first time I've done like an elevation gain over 6K in a while. 2, it's coming on like 2 weeks since my last 0 in Pearisburg, and I'm just feeling it. Like starting around, I think mile 20, I've just been dead, and it's not hard. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going up big hills and I'm tired. So, I'm gonna be just running out of gas. All right, back to night hiking again. I'm going to the Mountaineer Falls Shelter, and yeah, it's just been a really hard day. I'm just gonna get there and pretty much set up and eat food quick and collapse. Real tired, and yeah, I'm feeling it. So we'll see tomorrow if I 0 at Mountain Harbor or if I just take a long day, how I'm feeling. But right now I'm leaning towards a 0. But I'm always surprised with how decent I feel after just like some good sleep and good food. So yeah, so I'll close the video out now. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you got questions or comments. Always love reading those. Thanks for all the encouragement. I know I'm on the last little stretch, so it means a lot to read everything and to get all the support from people who are watching and following along. So take care. Have a good night.